Hello, I'm Father Bill Watson. I'm president and founder of the Sacred Story Institute, and this is a discernment brief.
Why this girl? It makes no sense. I think that the point is to make us despair. To see ourselves as animal and ugly. To reject the possibility that God could love us.
I saw The Exorcist in 1973 when it first came out. Terrific movie still to this day. And the line that leads this discernment brief, I think, is one of the most important in the entire film. The scene came back to me in light of the violence we've seen on our city streets in the recent months, and also the violence in our social media, which is called cancel culture, which is the banning and shaming of people who disagree with the prevailing values of the secular culture. Oftentimes, that culture which is contradicting the Judeo-Christian moral beliefs. So back to The Exorcist. The skeptic turned believer in the devil, Father Karras, questions the elderly paleontologist during a break in the grueling exorcism ritual, which is at the heart of the story. And so Father Karras says, why this girl? Why was she targeted? And Father Marin says, of the general tactics of Satan and of this girl in particular, that Satan wants us to feel despair, that we are less than human, animal, ugly, and not capable of being loved by God or anyone else. In this state of discouragement, we become isolated and capable of harming ourselves and others because we have determined, consciously or unconsciously, that human life is ugly and worthless. St. Ignatius was absolutely convinced of the reality of Satan, the one he called the enemy of human nature. In his meditation on the two standards, the standard of Satan and the standard of Christ, he asserts that Satan has sent demons into the world to destroy us. In the second point of his exercise, he says, consider how Satan issues a summons to innumerable demons and how he scatters them, some to one city, some to another. So through all of the world, not omitting any province or place or states or any persons in particular. This scene from The Exorcist and these points from St. Ignatius are very timely for us today, because the enemy of human nature can work directly on us individually, but he can also work against human nature by using groups and movements to cause the same discouragement and despair. Groups or movements that claim persons made in God's image and likeness are intrinsically inhuman, ugly, and deserve hate and maltreatment, canceling, are operating consciously or unconsciously under the banner of Satan. When you sense the interior or exterior accusations that claim you are evil, animal, ugly, not lovable, you can be sure they are not caused by the Holy Spirit, but by human nature's enemy. Be alert in this day and age. Many claim to be working for justice are unwittingly in league with the enemy of human nature. You will be able to discern this by the despair, ugliness, animality, self-hate you experience when you are accused. Stand firm and realize that the accusations are false. St. Ignatius says in his Rules for the Discernment of Spirits, it is the nature of the enemy, and might I add, those in league with him, to weaken and lose courage and to turn and flight with his temptations. When the person actively engaged in the spiritual life shows a bold front against those temptations and acts in a way diametrically opposed to them. So be bold. Be not afraid in the face of the accusations of the current age. This has been Father Bill Watson for Sacred Story Institute with a Discernment Brief. And if you like this, please subscribe to our channel. God bless you.